All right. You guys have the opportunity right now to come down to 1028 South 28th Street.
1033.
1033, sorry, 1033 South 28th Street at the corner of Greenwood and 28th. Grandmaster Khalid. Hello, sir.
Greetings. Top of the morning, sis. How you doing, love?
So glad to see you. You've gotten some really good media coverage on this today.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I am here to let people know that if they need a gun lock or a rifle plug, you and Gollum Security are providing them. Look at all that support coming to the dojo. So tell me about these gun locks and these rifle plugs and why it's so important to have them.
The way this happened, the 2-year-old that was shot the other day was self-inflicted. When I got the message, my dad and I had, we were talking. And
that would be Baba Cowan.
Baba Sir Cowan, yeah. And we locked in. Hey, how you doing, love? Peace and blessings. And my brother, Grandmaster Romeo, had locked us. So it was a 3-way conference, and we were talking. And we were just saying, man, we got to do something. And we were reminiscing back on Reverend Coleman.
Yeah,
he used to do the gun locks and the gun returns and the trade in. So they used to buy the guns back, and so we talked about that. So I got off the phone and Anthony Oxidine called, and while I'm on the phone with Anthony, David calls from Gollum Security. So David and I have been working on doing something anyway.
Good.
Down here, because David's one of our biggest sponsors. They always about the babies. Yeah. So we brainstormed a little bit. I said, well, look, man, let's do some gun locks. And so they was like, fine, let's do it. So Anthony got 100. He bought 100.
Wow.
And David got 60 of the rifle flags.
Yep.
And these also can be used for machine guns also.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, yeah, let's do that. And then David hit and said, look, man, I got 60 gun locks. So we said, let's do it. So we've been out here since 12 o'clock. We started giving away about 11:10. We started handing out to the cars and different people was coming up. So we really started earlier than the 12 o'clock, but 12 o'clock came in. But we had a lot of people that came out. Listen, you all, for something to be so simple and so small, it saves a lot of lives.
Absolutely.
You know, and this little boy that was shot, thank God he wasn't killed. But do you know how many children and young kids that are affected from being shot and killed, shot and maimed from firearms that was left down?
And he got a gun that somebody had in the house that was not locked down, and he shot himself with it. Thank God, not fatally.
Right. And but I don't know what it is about firearms. The first thing they do is pow, 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 pow. Yep. Okay, or they look down.
Oh yeah.
So it's very crucial, man, to have your firearm locked up.
Yep.
How you doing, love? Do you have your firearm with you? Okay, that's okay. Look, I'm gonna give you one of these. Okay, what you do is you take the clip out, pull the firearm back, let it lock. Pull it through, and then lock it back down. Okay, it's real simple.
Make sure you don't have one in the chamber.
Right. Well, when you pull it back and lock it, it takes all of that out. Okay. So what color you want? Red, green, red. Okay, there you go. All right. Enjoy yourself. Safety first, baby. All right. Thank you for coming out. Hey, and thank you for thinking about safety. Our babies need it. Okay. It is good to have one in your hand. And another thing,
Yep.
The seconds that it take to take this lock off can help de-escalate the situation too. Because you can think about, you know what? But you can take it off and handle your business too. Because once you get the lock off, it's easy to hit, chambers.
I know the bishop's got a sign in his office that says, think before you shoot.
Yeah, that comes from Hameen. Everybody know Hameen. The brother Hameen's been in the city forever. But it comes from Hameen. That saying right there, think before you shoot. Amin came up with that.
Amazing.
You know, but a little fun fact. But listen, y'all, self-defense is a right. And in order, you know, we teach martial arts, and part of martial arts is the martial sciences.
Hmm.
You got mental judo and verbal aikido. So even just a conversation can de-escalate a situation. And just because you got a firearm don't mean you use it. Just because you got a knife, you know, a weapon is an extension of the hand that can easily be taken away because things jam. You know, things you run out of ammunition or whatever. You know, a knife. You know, you can arm an unarmed assailant by having a knife and or a gun. You know, so it's just balance. But right now, man, it's about these babies and other people shooting each other, killing themselves by accidents.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
bad
so-
enough that they do it on purpose, but when it's an accident, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And it usually involves kids.
Mm.
Thank you. What you're doing, Grandmaster, is so important. Thank you to David, otherwise known as David, otherwise known as Vlad.
That's right.
Thank you to
right.
Anthony. Thank you to everybody who provided these amazing
That's
little
right.
tools that really are not horrifically expensive, but can save a life. And what is the value that you place on
a life?
Exactly.
Now, if you miss us here today, we're just going to be out for another 45, 50 minutes maybe. But you can always go to Gollum Security, LLC,
GOLEM.
and right there on Bardstown Road,
Mhm.
you can go by
Spring Valley
Spring
Funeral
Valley
Home.
Thank you, love. Spring Valley Funeral Home, and you can also come by the dojo and grab you one.
I love it.
And they're free.
I
Y'all
love
listen, man, you have to protect those you love. And I'm gonna say this: a lot of people say, "Man, you know, I don't lock my gun down." Okay, don't lock it down when you carry it, but when you're home and you decide to just, you know, man, put a lock on it. You may leave out for vacation. You're not taking it with you. Lock it down.
Yep.
Make it inoperable for somebody else.
And don't leave your guns in your cars.
So,
That's where a lot of
please
people
stop.
are getting
Yeah,
them. They're
yeah,
breaking into cars and getting them.
and getting your weapons.
Yep.
And it's very difficult to get that weapon back. You may get your car, but you won't see that weapon again.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of damage that can be done, you know, even if you got it locked.
Yep.
Because if they got it to themselves, they can do what it takes to get it off, you know.
Yep.
So
Well, you know, it's a good practice to have your lock on your gun if there's anybody else in your house.
right, that's right.
And the practice of loading and unloading your gun is
It's
also
good.
important.
That's right.
So
That's
just the
right.
few seconds it takes to put that lock on gives you practice handling your firearm instead of just hanging around with it all the time.
That's right. That's
And
right.
thank you so much for always being a leader for our safety and our security and our confidence and the good work that you do at
ma'am.
Arabian Federation Martial Arts Academy. You and
Thank
Grandmaster
you,
Romeo and
thank
your
you.
wonderful dad, Baba Cowan. Can't even thank you enough. And thanks to Anthony Oxendine at Spring Valley Funeral Home
Yes, ma'am.
and David Gode at Gollum
Gollum
Security on
Security.
Bardstown Road.
That's right.
He
That's
saved
right.
my life more than once.
Yeah, hey, that's my man. That's my man. Plus,
Just
also,
like you have.
if you need help with using a firearm, how to use it, self-defense, or how to gain distance, if somebody's trying to take it from you, or if you just need to be able to work out, get a hold of us. We got you. Okay.
Thanks, Grandmaster.
Peace and blessings.